Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Port Charles is bracing itself for a moment of reckoning. As Monica Quartermaine's memorial continues to cast its long shadow over the family and their allies, the most haunting question of all arises: who dared to trespass in the Quartermaine crypt? And more importantly, what secrets lie buried, waiting to be unearthed? The day's events begin with the solemn gathering at the chapel, where friends, family, and longtime residents of Port Charles pay their respect to Monica. It's a heavy air: grief, nostalgia, guilt, unresolved tensions each face in the crowd, reflecting a lifetime of connections with her. This is not merely a farewell, it is a reckoning. For Monica's influence stretched deep, her presence both a comfort and a burden. Now that she is gone, the void she leaves behind threatens to expose every fragile alliance, every hidden resentment, and every secret craving for power. From the chapel, the group shifts to the Quartermaine mansion. There, surrounded by the familiar walls and relics of a family legacy, the toast is raised: she wasn't just one of us. Monica was the best of us. It's a gesture of unity, but the weight behind it is heavy. Each sip of champagne, each knowing glance, carries with it questions. Who held Monica close? Who felt betrayed by her? Who now sees an opportunity in her absence? At the same time, tension coils behind closed doors. Drew Kane, controversial and relentless, is not content to fade quietly into the background. He has already shown up at the memorial service, an appearance that turned heads, and now he declares to attorney Martin Gray, "I will stop at nothing." That threat hangs in the air, thick with implication. Is Drew positioning himself for leverage over Monica's estate? Is he preparing to challenge Michael or others close to the Quartermaine legacy? Or is there something even deeper, a vendetta, a claim, a truth he believes has been buried for too long? While the mansion buzzes with grief and guarded smiles, Olivia Quartermaine struggles with her own emotional terrain. In the kitchen, she confides in Dante, revealing hints of unease and uncertainty. She senses a disturbance. Someone was in the house, perhaps surveilling, perhaps probing. The family's sense of security, long taken for granted, now feels fragile. Olivia's role as a matriarch in her own right is challenged. No longer shielded by Monica's stability, she must now confront emotions she tucked away, decisions she delayed, alliances she ignored. Meanwhile, at the mansion, Gio leans into Jason, pressed to speak what lies on his mind. He urges Jason not to hold his cards close. The energy crackles with potential revelations. Jason, bound by loyalty, burdened by his own past, may now be faced with a crossroads: to speak or stay silent. What does he want to reveal? What does he wish he had told Monica? And what will his words stir in those listening? All of this sets up the moment that will dominate the evening: Tracy Quartermaine's trip to the family crypt. She goes there seeking solitude, a moment to reflect, perhaps to commune with the ghosts of her family's past. But she is not alone. Emerging in the darkness is a figure she did not expect. The tension of the crypt, damp stone walls, hushed corridors, the tombs of ancestors becomes the perfect stage for confrontation. Tracy's voice, echoing in that cavernous space, holds both shock and authority. "Why the hell are you trespassing?" The trespasser stands before Lila Quartermaine's plaque, but the implications of that act reach far beyond. Who would violate the sanctity of the crypt, and why? This is where Erica Slezak's mysterious character comes into play. The unannounced arrival of this woman standing before the plaque, standing in Tracy's line of sight, immediately raises questions. Is she Monica's long-lost sister? A hidden relative? A figure connected to Lila's past, to the early history of the Quartermaine dynasty? Or is she someone else entirely with her own agenda? Perhaps a claim, perhaps a grudge, perhaps a revelation waiting to shred the family's identity? Tracy, never one to mince words, demands answers. The crypt is a symbolic place, a place of rest, but also a place of legacy. Intruding there is not just a physical act. It is a provocation. It threatens to disturb not only bones, but reputations, secrets, the unspoken bonds that keep the Quartermaine family fragile but united. In that moment, the script positions us at the edge of a pivotal turn. The very act of trespass suggests that something hidden is about to emerge. Perhaps documents, confessions, old letters, or long-buried scandals. Perhaps a relationship hidden in shame, a betrayal unspoken, or a rightful heir turned away. The eyes of Port Charles will be watching. Tracy's confrontation is just the first blow. Back in the mansion, the fallout begins. News of the Crypt intrusion spreads. Heads swivel. Conversations hush. Each member of the Quartermaine circle wonders, who could have done this? Who knows the layout of the crypt? Who knows not only the emotional landscape, but the physical one? And who now has reason to challenge the status quo? Drew's vow echoes in quiet rooms. The threat of unrestrained ambition looms. If someone tied to Drew learned of this trespass, or saw it as an opening, the situation is explosive. Mancha's death removed the strongest anchor in the family. Now, pieces are shifting, and someone may try to take advantage. For Tracy, the moment in the crypt may be just the beginning. With Erica's character now introduced under dramatic circumstances, Tracy will have to navigate suspicion, anger, fear, curiosity. She may demand identity, explanation, perhaps even proof. But the stranger may have prepared defenses, shields, secrets that predate even Tracy's memory. Past and present, secrets and revelations, loyalty and betrayal. For fans watching on, the crypt scene is more than a spooky shock. It is the hinge upon which the future of the Quartermaine legacy may pivot. We must also keep our eyes on Drew. His ominous vow suggests he may seek to weaponize Monica's absence. If he senses weakness in the Quartermaine household, tension between Tracy and Olivia, between Michael and others, fractures in alliances, he may press harder. The trespass may be a test, a probing act to see how far the family will stretch before snapping. Or it might be a red herring, a distraction for some deeper move he plans behind the scenes. In that sense, the trespass may be a chess move. The stranger in the crypt is a knight deployed. Will she reveal her role now? Or will she remain a mystery, a pawn or queen or bishop moving behind walls? The Quartermaines must decide how to respond, how strongly to protect their boundaries, and how willing they are to confront what lies buried not just in earth and stone, but in memory. Secrets will have to be unearthed. Loyalties will be tested. The emotional fallout of Monica's passing will crack open old wounds and force reckonings. And that voice in the crypt may hold the key to a new direction for Port Charles. So on September 26th, as the funeral rites conclude and the crypt confrontation begins, viewers will watch the balance shift. The question isn't just, who is that in the crypt? But, what will they demand? What will they claim? And will the Quartermaines stand firm or fracture from within? Expect moments of shock, tension, quiet confession, sharp accusations, emotional reveals. The crypt scene is the spark, but the flames will spread, lighting corners of history the family thought long buried. Monica's memory becomes both shield and probe, as the living dig into the past she left behind. And from that crypt, the future of the Quartermaine name will be challenged by blood, by right, by resurrection of old truths. Who dares trespass at the crypt? On September 26th, we may begin to learn the answer and brace for what comes next. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.